Welcome back everyone. So in this video I'm going to be showing you all everything I'm eating to get over 40 grams of fiber on a plant-based diet. I did one of these videos recently and I got a lot of positive feedback, so I figured why not do it again. Now, just as in the last video, I'm going to be showing the total amounts of fiber and plant-based protein in each meal, as well as every supplement that I'm taking to stay healthy and strong. So starting off my day with my iron supplement, as well as some oranges for the vitamin C to help my body absorb it. After that, I'm going off on my morning walk. Now I try to walk about 1.5 miles or so to start off the day. It was in the 50s this particular day, which is a little chilly for a Florida boy, I must say. I mean, some of y'all are probably talking about me right now, but when you move to Florida, your blood tends to get a little thinner, okay? So don't judge me. But I just love getting outside. I mean, it's just nothing like being out in nature. Alright, so after the walk, it's time for breakfast. Now for today, I decided to do some quinoa porridge. I had some quinoa on hand, so I figured, why not? Let's get it. So we like to add a lot of different ingredients into this. As you can see here, everything from coconut yogurt to a berry and chia seed jam that I made, fermented blueberries, granola, goji berries, some toasted pumpkin seeds, and then topped it all off with some hemp seeds as well as some Ceylon cinnamon. And y'all, this is just such a good combination. I love everything that it has and that it provides. I decided to add a few extra shakes of some hemp seeds. I just like mixing it all up, and you can see the totals there of the protein and the fiber. About 24 grams of protein and about 15 grams of fiber that I get from this. And now during my breakfast, I also like to take my omega-3 supplement that's made from algae oil. So it's not fish oil based, but from this I'm able to get about 490 milligrams total of DHA and EPA. And then also I have my vitamin D supplement, gotta have that. I take that almost every day, about 2,000 individual units. Again, for me, being an African American, I don't get as much of it from the sun. And so later on for lunch, I decided to make these roasted tofu bowls along with purple rice, aka forbidden black rice. If you all have never had forbidden black rice, y'all, it is the real deal. I mean, this rice actually contains anthocyanins, which are the same types of antioxidants found in things like blueberries, and what's not to like about that? So here's just to show you all a little bit of what went into this recipe, and this is the marinade that I made for the tofu. I'll make sure to create a separate video for this where I'll show the exact amounts that I'm putting into everything, but y'all, this turned out amazing. I mean, this marinade for the tofu was so flavorful. I mean, you could technically use it as a sauce on its own, almost as like a dipping sauce, but for this I used super firm tofu, so it's the highest in protein, and then I just spread it all out on a baking sheet. This went into the oven for about 25 minutes. I also made a mango coleslaw to go with this, as well as a honey harissa mayo sauce to go on top. And y'all, the flavors in this were just absolutely amazing. I love the combinations of everything. A lot of protein, especially in this meal, about 33 grams of protein and about 12 grams of fiber. This was so good that, as you can see, I just had to add a little bit more of that sauce on top because I don't know about you all, but I just love sauces. And so this is a great option for lunch or dinner. Obviously I ate it for lunch, and big thumbs up for this meal. Now for dinner, I decided to do a roasted cauliflower, potato, and lentil soup. Again, it was slightly chilly outside, so there's nothing like a good soup, especially when it's a little cooler out. As you can see, I'm using all of the cool camera effects that you often see on social media. Decided it would look kind of cool for this video. Same thing with this recipe. If you're interested in it, let me know in the comments and I will send you a link to the full recipe. But for the veggies, all I did was just season them with a little salt and pepper and then roast them in the oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes. I cooked 3/4 of a cup of red lentils in some veggie broth. Once everything was done, I just added it all to a blender and blended it until it was nice and smooth. As you can see, I added our cooked lentils as well as the roasted garlic there that just really sets it off. I added some miso, about 1.5 tablespoons of that, and then veggie broth. You can add as much depending on how thick or how thin you would like it. This turned out to be really, really good. As you can see, I'm just tasting it and adjusting the seasonings. And then to go on top, I added some of the roasted cauliflower as well as some cilantro pesto that I made and some coconut milk. And y'all, this soup was the bomb. I mean, just all of the flavors together with a little bit of cilantro on top. I decided to even go ahead and toast some fresh sourdough bread that we picked up from a local bakery, and it just really set it off. There's nothing like, you could say, sopping the bread in your soup. It just takes it to a whole new level. And this soup turned out to be pretty high in protein, I would say about 20 grams, which is really good. Now, to end the night, I decided to have my magnesium supplement. This is something that we often take before we go to bed in order to help with sleep. And magnesium is one of those really important nutrients that we oftentimes don't get enough of in our diets. I like to mix it with water as well as some of this aloe vera juice. It adds a nice flavor, and it definitely helps me to wind down. I can put the type of brand that we use down in the description below. And so there you have it, folks. Over 40 grams of fiber and almost 80 grams of plant-based protein. Not as much protein as I would have wanted to get, but hey, nutrition is not just about counting your macros, but enjoying the process along the way and just counting the small victories. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see more videos like this. In the meantime, stay young, stay healthy, and live well, friends. Peace.